Okay, welcome to this class. And so in first class, we started from the concept of upper and lower bound. And now we will move to the concept of supremum, existence of supremum and infimum. So for that, so let us try to understand first, recall all those things with the help of some examples. So we have seen upper and lower bound. What we mean by upper and lower bounds of a set. Upper and lower bounds of a set, and we say that suppose A is a non-empty subset, A is a non-empty subset of R. Okay, A is any non-empty subset of R. Then we say that any that a real number alpha is upper bound of A, alpha belonging to R is an upper bound of the set A if for each x. Okay. Just I'm recalling and then we will move. If for each x belonging to A, we have x less than equal to alpha. We have always x less than equal to alpha, and this should be true for each x. So this is the definition of upper bound. This is definition for upper bound. And in terms of quantifier, we have representative is that if alpha is an upper bound of A, then for every x belonging to A, x is less than equal to alpha. And its negation also we have seen its negation, that negation of above statement, negation that a real number alpha is not an upper bound of A if there exists at least one alpha. If there exists at least one x from the set such that x is greater than alpha. So we have seen this. And in the form of quantifiers, we will write this as that okay. So I mean, given whatever alpha is given to us, okay, there exists at least one x. If alpha is not an upper bound, then whatever alpha is given to us, there exists at least one member from the set which exceeds alpha. So this one is the negation of this statement. Okay. Now we say that when we say that a set is bounded, bounded set. And also we have seen that whenever a set is bounded, I mean, if alpha is an upper bound of set A, then every real number greater than alpha is also an upper bound. I mean, every real number, once alpha is an upper bound, then every real number alpha dash greater than alpha is also an upper bound. Is also an upper bound. Now, when we say that a set is bounded, so let me write this one. Suppose A is a non-empty subset of R, where A can be equal to R or A can be its proper subset. So is said to be bounded above in R, this one important, bounded above in R. If there exists alpha belongs to R, which is an upper bound of A. Which is an upper bound of it. That is, if there exists alpha belongs to R such that for each x belonging to A, we have x less than equal to alpha. So in terms of quantifiers, we may write it as I think I can't scroll this page. I need to write on the next one. Okay, anyway. So in terms of quantifiers, we may write it as follows, that a non-empty subset A of R is bounded in R if there exists at least one alpha, at least one upper bound such that every element of the set is satisfying this condition, x is less than equal to alpha. X is less than equal to alpha. Is it clear to everyone, this statement? कोई doubt तो नहीं ना, मैं आगे move करूं? That there exists at least one alpha. If a set is said to be bounded above, if there exists at least one real number such that every member of the set is satisfying this condition, either it is equal to alpha or it is less than equal to alpha. Every member of the set X is left to alpha, either it is equal to alpha or left to alpha, and it is said to be bounded below if there exists at least one lower bound. So in the same way, if there exists at least one lower bound, say beta, such that X is always greater than equal to beta, and a set is bounded if it is bounded above as well as bounded below. Okay. So similarly, subsets of R bounded below can be defined. Yes. So what we mean by that, A is not bounded above in R? A is not bounded above in R. When if we say that A is not bounded above in R, means that if for each alpha belonging to R, if for each alpha belonging to R, there exists, or you can write like this, there exists X belonging to A which depends on alpha such that X is greater than alpha, such that X. So to discard whatever alpha you will choose, I have at least one member from the set which exceeds that alpha. So this implies that A is not bounded above in R. A is not bounded above in set of reals. So in terms of quantifiers, I can write that for every alpha belonging to R, there exists at least one X from the set which exceeds alpha, which whatever alpha you give me, if there exists at least one member from the set which exceeds this alpha. So this is what in terms of quantifiers, this one is the diff. Whenever a set is not bounded above, means we need to write in this form. In terms of quantifier, I can say that whatever given any alpha belonging to R, there exists X belongs to A such that X exceeds alpha. Now we will move to the next important concept of maximum. And see here why I am all this, we need to understand these terms. Say maximum of a set, minimum of a set, and supremum of a set. These key terms we need to understand: the supremum and infimum of a set. Infimum of a set. So these terms, what we mean by these terms: maximum and minimum of the set, and supremum and infimum of a set. So in case of R or subset of R, here I am restricting everything on the set of reals. Actually, all these things we will talk on ordered set. This the concept of supremum and infimum and all this. Yes. So see what we mean by maximum of a set. First, try to understand this concept: maximum of a set. Maximum of a set. So I mean, we have seen that. Let me start from this one. Try to understand this one first. Let me take A is equal to open interval AB. Obviously, this one is a subset of R. A is equal to open interval AB, where A and B are finite. So you can see that what will be the upper bound of this one, upper bound of this set. Okay, let me take first of this one. Suppose A is equal to open interval 0, 1. Let me start here. Now, what are all upper bounds of this set? What are all? Tell me, yes, tell me any one upper bound of this set. Upper bound of A equal to 0, 1. Yes. क्लास इंटरेक्टिव हो, बताएं इसका कोई एक अपर बाउंड बताएं. यस एनीवन? बताइए इसमें ऐसा क्या? अपर बाउंड का डेफिनेशन मैंने बता दिया ना आपको. तो ऐसा क्या?
अपर बाउंड 1 होगा इसका.
अपर बाउंड 1 होगा. और कोई अपर बाउंड बताएगा. चलिए एक आंसर आया 1. क्लास थोड़ा इंटरेक्टिव हो, देखिए समझाना.
1 से जो भी बड़ा होगा सब इसका अपर बाउंड बनेगा.
सर कोई सर x एक होगा सर जो 1 के बराबर या 1 से कम होगा.
सर 1 और 1 से बड़ा जितना होगा सब इसका अपर बाउंड.
1 और 1 से बड़े है ना. सो 1 ऑफ द अपर बाउंड इज 1. आई कैन से दैट 1 ऑफ द अपर बाउंड इज, upper bound say alpha is equal to 1. And क्यों 1 upper bound? Because if whatever x you will choose from this set, I mean for every x belonging to set A equal to open interval 0, 1, you can see that x is always less than 1. X is always less than 1. I mean x is less than alpha, less than equal to alpha. In fact, you can say less than equal to, when either x will be less than 1 or x will be equal to 1. इसको combinedly less than equal to पढ़ते हैं. तो अब आपने क्या देखा था यहाँ पे? देखो अगर आप यहाँ पे आपने इनिशियल में स्टार्टिंग में क्या देखा था? we say that alpha is an upper bound. Alpha is an upper bound if every element of the set is less than equal to that alpha. I mean none of the element exceeds alpha. Then that real number is said to be its upper bound. So clearly this one is satisfying this definition, because if we take alpha is equal to 1, then this open interval 0, 1 means 0 is less than x is less than 1. So clearly every element lying in between open interval 0, 1, excluding 0 and 1, is either, I mean, is strictly less than 1. I mean, this is satisfying this definition: x is less than equal to 1. So 1 is an upper bound. Tell me any other upper bound. Alpha is equal to, say, 1.5 is also an upper bound. 1.7 is also an upper bound. 2 is also an upper bound, because every element of this set is less than equal to 1.5. Every element of this set is less than 1.7, less than equal to 1.7. In fact, once if you recall that result, that alpha dash, if alpha is an upper bound, then every real number alpha dash greater than alpha is also an upper bound. So in fact, I can say that what are its upper bound? I mean, all real numbers greater than equal to 1 is its upper bound. So what are the set of all upper bounds? Yes, anyone?
Sir, 1 to infinity.
Those interval 1
Yeah.
to infinity.
Set of all upper bounds. Set of all upper bounds, set of all upper bounds of the set A is equal to open interval 0, 1. So let me call this set of all upper bound. Okay. Upper bound. Let me denote this by some notation. Set
जी
of
सर
all upper bound, you can write it as is collection of all those x such that x is greater than equal to 1. Can I say? सारे अपर बाउंड क्या होंगे? 1 भी अपर बाउंड है,
तो 1 to
1.5 भी अपर.
infinity.
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So yes, you can say that 1 to infinity. ये सारे अपर बाउंड है. Set of all upper bound.
और सर infinity open bracket में होगा. सर infinity open bracket में होगा ना सर, क्योंकि up to infinity होगा ना at most.
हाँ तो ओपन ही तो लिखा है यहाँ पे. डाउट है किसी को?
Yes no sir वो दिख नहीं रहा था.
ओके. या कोई स्क्रीन पूरा दिख रहा है ना यहाँ तक?
यस सर
Okay. So set of all upper bound. You can call upper bound of set A. This is set of all upper bound of A. Okay. This is 1 to infinity. Now, can you tell me which one is the least among all these upper bounds? Yes. Least among all these upper bounds. One or one से बड़े सारे
One.
number. So least
One.
among all the upper bounds of A is equal to open interval 0, 1 is 1. And this least among all upper bound, this will be, we will see that this will be unique, and whenever a set is bounded above, then least upper bound will be unique, and we will call it as supremum of the set. Supremum. तो सारे अपर बाउंड में जो लिस्ट होता है ना, वो सेट का सुप्रीमम कहलाता है. सुप्रीमम ऑफ सेट है. ओके, इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? अभी मैं और एग्जांपल दूंगा, पहले की छोटी छोटी चीज समझने की कोशिश करें. बहुत से अच्छे एग्जांपल मैं करा दूंगा, घबराने की बात नहीं है. सो लिस्ट अपर बाउंड ऑफ सेट ए इज, तो कोई भी सेट दे रखा, सबसे पहले हम क्या काम करेंगे? सुप्रीमम ऑफ अ सेट निकालेंगे. आई मीन वी विल कलेक्ट ऑल अपर बाउंड्स एंड देन फ्रॉम देयर वी विल लुक एट द लिस्ट वन. तो यहीं से कॉन्सेप्ट आता है इसका लिस्ट अपर बाउंड का, है ना? लिस्ट अपर बाउंड का. तो पहले लिस्ट अपर बाउंड समझ लेते हैं, फिर सुप्रीमम और लिस्ट अपर बाउंड में क्या डिफरेंस है वो देखेंगे. सॉरी, मैक्सिमम और ये सुप्रीमम को ही कहते हैं लिस्ट अपर बाउंड.
यस सर
लिस्ट अपर बाउंड. एक चीज तो क्लियर है यहाँ से, if I mean because we are computing among all upper bounds, we are choosing the least one. So if upper bound will not exist, then we will not talk of supremum. तो supremum के existence के लिए upper bound का existence जरूरी है. So that is a result. Because maximum, we will see that maximum and supremum may vary. There are cases in which supremum will exist but maximum will not exist.
यस
ये term एक नहीं है. These terms are different, but I will explain it. First of all, try to okay. Let me add an equation. Yes. So from here, now let me first write its definition and then we will move. So I can say that the least upper bound or supremum of a set. ये सब कुछ की टर्म्स है, इन्हीं को समझना है और आपको कुछ ऐसा नहीं है. सुप्रीमम ऑफ अ सेट और लिस्ट अपर बाउंड. लिस्ट अपर बाउंड अब इससे याद रहेगा आपको. लिस्ट अपर बाउंड में वी हैव टू फर्स्ट कंप्यूट ऑल अपर बाउंड्स एंड देन अमंग देम वी नीड टू लुक एट द लिस्ट वन. So that is called supremum of a set. So its definition is that let a non-empty subset of R of real numbers be bounded above. It's important because we have to check the least among all upper bounds. So unless it's bounded above, we cannot talk of supremum. Remember always. So a real number alpha I am taking the same notation. A real number alpha belonging to R is said to be a least upper bound of A if first of all alpha is an upper bound, alpha is an upper bound of A, and second important condition, if beta is another upper bound of A, if beta is an upper bound of A, then alpha must be less than equal to beta. So this one is the exact definition of. Now you go through this definition, and if you have any doubt, you can ask. I'm saying that the supremum of a set, or somewhere, or it is referred as least upper bound, in short LUB. So least upper bound of a set. For talking of a least upper bound of a set, should be must be non-empty, and it should be bounded first. I'm talking of non-trivial case. I will explain the concept of, in case A equal to empty set, then what will be supremum and I will come to that one. But for non-trivial set, for a non-empty set, if it is bounded above, then a real number alpha is said to be least upper bound of A. If alpha is an upper bound of A, first of all, it has to be, for least upper bound, it has to be an upper bound. And if there is another upper bound, then if you are claiming that alpha is the supremum of the set, least upper bound, then alpha has to be less than or equal to every other upper bound. Similarly, in case of, if your set is bounded below, you can define the concept of greatest lower bound, and that is called as infimum. So similar concept is there. If set is bounded below, if a non-empty set is bounded below, so whenever I say non-empty subset of R, a non-empty set means we are considering it as a subset of R, bounded below. So there you can define the greatest lower bound, infimum of that set, or the greatest lower bound. So we will learn it with the help of examples. Now, so what is the difference between supremum of a set and maximum of a set? Difference between maximum of a set is also going to satisfy this condition. The only difference is that
maximum should be in the set.
Yes. If alpha is maximum of a set of a non-empty set, say A, then alpha must belongs to A. Maximum of a set or minimum of a set, whenever exists, will be also member of the set. Remember. Whereas in case of supremum, nowhere it is mentioned that alpha should belong to A. ये बात समझ में आई कि नहीं? Supremum may or may not be member of the set, but maximum whenever exists will be always member of the set. ठीक है ना? ये key difference है. There is nothing like finite, infinite.
Yes, sir.
So difference between that, if alpha is a maximum of a non-empty set A, then alpha must belongs to A. Maximum या minimum हमेशा सेट के मेंबर होते हैं. जब भी एग्जिस्ट करेंगे हमेशा सेट के क्या होंगे? मेंबर होंगे. Whereas supremum and infimum of a set may or may not be member of the set. The only difference is that for finding supremum of a set, we need to find all upper bounds, and among all upper bounds, just look at the least upper bound. So that is called supremum of a set. Similarly, in case of infimum of a set, if your set is bounded below, if your non-empty set is bounded below, look at all the list, all the I mean all its lower bound, and among them choose the greatest one. So that is your, that is called as infimum of the set. But maximum of a set, whenever exist, will be member of the set. This is the condition. Now let us try to understand it with the help of examples. ठीक है ना? तो आप यहाँ से देखो तो उसमें, yeah, that is a different thing, that if your set is okay, let me take this one. Say A is equal to closed interval 0, 1. Then first of all, look at, let me call this set as B. Let us start from simple examples and try to understand the concept, and then we will combine it. So suppose set B is given to you, closed interval 0, 1, and I need to look at it, it's all upper bound. So set of all upper bounds, set of all upper bound of B क्या होगा बताएगा कोई? I mean all those x belonging to R such that कौन कौन से इसके अपर बाउंड होंगे? ये तो दिख रहा है ना?
Closed interval 1 to infinity.
X is greater than equal to 1.
Yes.
X is greater than equal to 1.
X is greater than equal to 1. Very good. So what is least upper bound?
Sir, 1.
X equal to 1.
1.
Upper bound is 1. And similarly, set of all lower bounds, set of all lower bounds of this set, क्या लिखेंगे? X belonging to R such that
X is less than equal to 0.
very good, X is less than equal to 0 और 0 से छोटे सारे मेंबर क्या है इसके? लोअर बाउंड. सो infimum, or I can say the greatest among all lower bound. So greatest lower bound क्या हो गया यहाँ से? 0.
0.
So, and this is called as supremum. Here I will call it as supremum. तो यहाँ पे देखो ये supremum हो गया, ये infimum हो गया. इस केस में क्या है? supremum, infimum आपको दोनों मिले. And also notice that one belongs to this set. One belongs to this set. So since
Yes, sir.
one belongs to B, so I can also call that one is supremum as well as maximum. One is
Maximum.
supremum. And similarly, 0 is also member of the set. So 0 is infimum as well as, मैं आपको इसीलिए एग्जांपल समझा रहा हूं ताकि आपको पहले वो बैठ जाए दिमाग में कि क्या है और डिफरेंस कहाँ है. 0 is infimum as well as minimum of the set. देखो in minimum of the set. So in this case, both supremum and infimum, and you can see that this set is bounded. This set is bounded. Bounded means bounded above as well as bounded below. Clear हुआ? This set is bounded. Bounded means it's why it is bounded above? Anyone? Bounded. This set is bounded. Why bounded? Because it is bounded above as well as bounded below. Bounded above as well as bounded below. ये सेट देखिए bounded above भी और bounded below भी है. ठीक है? So if any set is bounded above, I mean when we say that a set is bounded above, if there exists at least one upper bound. If there exists at least one upper bound, यहाँ तो सारे upper bound है. Okay, and this if there exists at least one lower bound, then we will say that the set is bounded below. And if a set is bounded above as well as bounded below, then we will say that set is bounded. So in this case, what is going on that supremum, infimum as well as maximum, minimum of the set coincides. Now let us have a different example in which it will differ. So this one is an example 2. Now let us take another example. स्क्रॉल का ऑप्शन होता है, पता नहीं मैं यूज नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, शो नहीं कर रहा है कहाँ से अरेंजमेंट है। Anyway, क्योंकि बार बार नए पेज पे जाना ना टफ होता है, आई मीन फिर वो पीछे चीजें दिखाई नहीं देती। चल देखते हैं। इससे पहले मैं असल में डायरेक्ट जूम पे पढ़ाया करता था, सो now take another example. This one is example 3. Take c is equal to open interval 0 1, this case. So first of all, take me just I have however discussed it, but try to find its okay, tell me set of all upper bounds, set of all upper bounds of say c. Yes, what I will write, बताएं। Yes, Umar Farooq, tell me. जो आता है बोलो, मेरी क्लास में घबराने की बात नहीं, मैं करेक्शन करा
1 to
दूं,
infinity
सिखाना आपको है ना।
क्लोज इंटरवल 1 to infinity।
हाँ हाँ, अपना नाम भी बताया करें, क्या नाम है आपका?
चैनल से
हाँ सैनिल, हाँ बताएं क्या कह रहे हैं।
क्लोज इंटरवल 1 to infinity,
x belonging to R such that
x greater
x
than
is
equal to
greater
1।
than equal to 1, or in short we can say that closed interval 1 to infinity. So what will be list of all upper bounds?
1
1. I mean, but you can notice that 1, I mean this is supremum. Supremum is list of all upper bounds, but 1 is not member of the set C, is it?
yes sir।
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
for maximum, additional condition is that I mean apart from upper bound, it should be, if maximum exists, then it should be member of the set. So I can say that maximum of open interval 0 1 does not exist. Is it clear to everyone? देखो सुप्रीमम तो मिल गया, सुप्रीमम कितना हुआ 1, बट मैक्सिमम क्या कहोगे आप, डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। डिफरेंस समझ में आया? देखो ये सब छोटे छोटे की डिफरेंसेस हैं, अगर आप इन सबको नहीं समझोगे ना तो आपको फिर रियल में इंटरेस्ट नहीं मिलेगा। पहले कुछ एग्जांपल से आप इन चीजों को समझने की कोशिश करो, एक बार आपको समझ में आ जाएगा, फिर आपको प्रूफ बहुत आसान होने लगेगा, क्योंकि यही बार बार डेफिनेशन यूज होते हैं, और इनमें अगर आपको थोड़ा सा भी डाउट होगा तो फिर वो प्रॉब्लम होगी। सिमिलरली व्हाट विल बी इनफिमम ऑफ द सेट सी?
0
0. And what about minimum of the set?
does not exist
So I can, very good. देखो क्लास का रिस्पांस अच्छा नहीं लगा, मैं यही कह रहा था ना, चीजें टफ नहीं है, लेकिन वो की टर्म्स अगर कॉन्सेप्ट समझेंगे नहीं तो फिर आप कितना भी पढ़ लो कोई फायदा नहीं होने वाला। कुछ 8-10 एग्जांपल्स और कुछ स्टैंडर्ड स्टेटमेंट्स, इतना बहुत होता है, उसके बाद तो आप जो पढ़ते जाओ वो तो एडिशनल होगा, लेकिन समझने के लिए टॉपिक जो की कॉन्सेप्ट है सब्जेक्ट का इतना बहुत होता है, वरना पढ़ने को तो बहुत कुछ पढ़े हैं, आप पढ़ते चले जाओ बहुत सी, और जो की कॉन्सेप्ट समझने के बाद कुछ मैंने आपको बुक्स बता रखे हैं, एंड यू स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दैट वन एंड स्टार्ट डिस्कसिंग। सो लेट मी राइट हियर, सो सेट ऑफ ऑल लोअर बाउंड्स ऑफ सेट सी क्या होगा? आई विल राइट x बिलोंगिंग टू R सच दैट x इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 0। डाउट अगर किसी को है तो मुझसे पूछ लेगा अभी भी। Now greatest among all these lower bounds, greatest among all these lower bounds is 0. Doubt तो नहीं किसी को? 0 is not a,
नो सर।
and this is called as infimum. By definition, this is called as infimum. Now 0, but 0 is not in the set C. And if it is the infimum, minimum of the set, then it must be member of the set. So minimum of of set C is equal to open interval 0 1 does not exist. मुझे उम्मीद है कि इस एग्जांपल से आपको ये डिफरेंस समझ में आ गया होगा कि मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ. ठीक है. Now let us move to the next part. So we can see here that okay, now let me give you another example. D is equal to say open interval 1 2 union 3 4. Now tell me maximum, minimum, supremum and infimum of this set. चले अब एक एक करके बताते चले जाए. Open interval 1 2 union 3 4. Yes, Umar Farooq, first tell me what is supremum of this set. Yes, Umar. बोली जो आए, घबरा नहीं. मेरी क्लास मैंने कहा ना, मैं अगर गलत होगा तो इसका नहीं समझ, दोबारा समझा दूंगा. स्टार्टिंग की चीजें हैं पर
सर सुप्रीमम 4 होगा इसका.
फरहान सुप्रीमम 4 होगा.
यस सर.
है ना, सुप्रीमम 4 होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि इसका अपर सेट ऑफ ऑल अपर बाउंड क्या हो जाएंगे?
सर पर यहाँ पे
सेट ऑफ ऑल अपर बाउंड जो होंगे वो होगा
X
x belonging to R such
real
that
number
x is
Greater
greater
than
than
equal to
equal to
4.
4.
greater than
Very
equal
good.
to 4 आएगा.
I mean 4 to
Yes, sir.
infinity. तो इसमें लिस्ट क्या हो गया? 4.
यस.
उसी तरह infimum क्या होगा?
1 आएगा इसका.
Very good, 1. And what about maximum of this set?
So
Does not
does not
exist.
exist.
Very good, does not exist.
मिनिमम भी डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट करेगा.
हाँ, very good. ये भी
But
does
it
not
is
exist.
bounded नहीं है.
No, but this set is bounded. Is this set bounded? Is D bounded?
यस सर दिस बाउंडेड बिकॉज़ हियर द सुप्रीमम एंड इनफिमम दोनों फॉलो कर रहा है तो इसलिए बाउंडेड होगा सर.
Yes, it is bounded above as well as bounded below. But still it has not maximum and minimum. However, it has supremum and infimum. ठीक है. चलो, इसका मतलब आपको चीज समझ में आ रही है. और भी एग्जांपल मैं डिस्कस करूंगा, लेकिन थोड़ा सा अभी मैं आर्किमिडियन प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ रियल नंबर्स बता दूं, उसके बाद मैं कुछ और एग्जांपल्स आऊंगा, फिर कंबाइन करेंगे क्वेश्चंस. अभी आपको जस्ट एक आइडिया देने के लिए कि क्या है. अच्छा, यहाँ पे एक इंपॉर्टेंट आर्टिकल है इसमें. दिस वन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन द सेंस दैट देखो यहाँ पे let me write this. Question is that if A is a non-empty set and is finite. हालांकि अभी आपको मैंने फाइनाइट इनफाइनाइट में डेफिनेशन नहीं कराया डिफरेंस. एनीवे, फाइनाइट इनफाइनाइट काउंटेबल अनकाउंटेबल मैं अलग से डिटेल में टॉपिक डील करूंगा. बट if A is a non-empty finite set, then claim is that then an upper bound of A belongs to A. कितने लोग एग्री करते हैं? देखो बहुत बेसिक है, इसको आप समझने की कोशिश करें. The proof is given in your book. By induction one can do it. But let me take any finite set, say 3 4 5. Finite sets are those sets which are similar to Gn subset of n natural number. Gn is basically this set 1 2 3 up to n. So any set which we can put into 1-to-1 correspondence with the set of natural number, those sets are with this Gn, then those sets are said to be finite. I will deal it separately, but since I have written here, just I am recalling that any set which is similar means there exists at least one bijective map between that set and this Gn, this 1 2 3 up to n. So one can always develop bijection between 3 4 5 and 1 2 3 here. So this is the reason why this set is finite. Okay. So question is that whenever a set is finite, then an upper bound of A belongs to A. Now can you tell me its upper bound? List of all upper bound of A. Set of all upper bounds here.
X.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
greater than equal to
Let
5.
X is greater than equal to 5.
X
Very
is
good.
greater than equal to 5.
Set of all upper bounds is X belonging to R such that X is greater than equal to 5. Okay, then claim is that then an upper bound means there exists at least one upper bound which is always from the set. Now my claim is that tell me at least one upper bound which is also from this set.
So 5.
देखो
Five.
सारे upper bound ये है ना तो 5 member है कि
5 आएगा सर 5.
नहीं? Whenever set is finite, at least one upper bound will always be member of the set. At least one upper bound is always member of the set. So can I say that in case of finite, maximum and minimum will always exist?
Yes, sir.
मैक्सिमम के
Yes,
लिए क्या
sir.
कंडीशन होती है? मैक्सिमम के लिए होती है ना कि सेट का मेंबर होना चाहिए, और यहाँ पे ये क्लेम क्या
If
देता
it
है कि
belongs to a set.
finite there exists at least one upper bound which belongs to the set. So in case of finite set, maximum and minimum will always exist, but in case of infinite set, it may or may not exist. डिफरेंस समझ में आया? जैसे आपको देखो यहाँ पे क्या था,
Yes, sir.
ये सेट क्या था? इनफाइनाइट. इसमें कितने रियल नंबर्स हैं? इनफाइनाइट. I will discuss in countability and all that, but in open interval 0, 1 there are infinite real numbers, in fact uncountable, but I am not using the term uncountable here because I have not taught you yet now. So infinite real numbers, ठीक है ना? तो infinite में देखो maximum may or may not exist. This set is also infinite. If you look at this set is also infinite सेट, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या मिला? यहाँ सुप्रीमम भी है और आपका मैक्सिमम भी एग्जिस्ट कर गया. देखो ना, कहीं लिखा होगा मैंने, या मैक्सिमम और मिनिमम दोनों मिल गया. सो इन केस ऑफ इनफाइनाइट सेट, नॉन इनफाइनाइट सेट, मैक्सिमम मिनिमम may or may not exist, but in case of finite set, maximum and minimum will always exist. ठीक है? But the difference we have observed, and there is another article that any lower bound ये कुछ स्टेटमेंट जिनको मैं लिख देता हूँ और एक दो एग्जांपल समझ लेते हैं. मैं बहुत ज्यादा इस पे तो नहीं फोकस करूंगा क्योंकि और भी कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीज पढ़े, लेकिन ये अगर आपको डिफरेंस नहीं क्लियर है ना तो फिर आगे दिक्कत होगी जब प्रूफ वगैरह करेंगे या जब कंपटीशन के क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे तो वहां पे प्रॉब्लम आती है. ठीक है ना? तो यहाँ पे देखो नेक्स्ट इसमें एक इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट दे रखा है. मैंने पहला आपको ये वन मेंशन कर दिया. सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो आपके बुक में दे रखा है, दैट इज एनी लोअर बाउंड ऑफ अ नॉन एम्प्टी सेट. ये बड़ी अच्छी किताब है जो आपको मैंने बताया, अजीत कुमार एंड एस कुमार साहब की. आई मीन बेसिक वेरी गुड गिवन इन दिस बुक. मैं कुछ टॉपिक एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूं, बाकी आप कुछ रीडिंग कर डालेंगे. सबसे ए ऑफ आर इज लेस देन इक्वल टू so any lower bound of a non-empty subset A of R is less than or equal to an upper bound of A. Any lower bound of a non-empty subset is always less than, I mean suppose alpha is lower bound and beta is its upper bound. I'm using the same notation, or you can call small m and here capital M. So we have to show that m is always less than equal to m. I mean lower bound will never exceed upper bound. Either lower bound upper bound may coincide or lower bound must be less than the upper bound, but lower bound can never exceed capital M. Yes, anyone? How to show this? कोई बताएगा कैसे शो करेंगे इसको?
Sir, we know small m is the lower bound. So for all x belongs to A, m is greater than equal to m is less than equal to x. and for all x belongs to A, capital.
Okay, yes. Okay, fix any x. Let me write it here. My claim is that fix any x. Fix any real number from the set. Okay. So if you are claiming that m is its lower bound, so as per definition, m must be less than equal to a, is it?
Yes sir.
इस सेट का a का लोअर बाउंड है, तो a का कोई भी एलिमेंट अगर मैं स्मॉल a मान लो नोटेशन दे दिया, ये उठाता हूं, so as per definition, if m is the lower bound, then every member of this set either will exceed m or will be equal to m. And similarly, what about capital M?
Capital M is greater than equal
Yeah,
to.
capital M we have claimed as upper bound. So from this inequality, I have m less than equal to a is less than equal to m. हो गया proof that lower bound is always less than equal to upper bound. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा प्रूफ वगैरह भी ना इस तरह लिखना जरूरी होता है, थोड़ा सा आपको एक आइडिया मिलेगा इनसाइड की प्रूफ कैसे करते हैं. आपको दिख रही चीज है, लेकिन क्या होता है ना, कभी कभी मैथमेटिकली जब लिखना होता है तो वो आपको आर्ट जब ऐसे प्रैक्टिस करोगे तभी आएगा. देखो कंपटीशन की क्लास अलग है, वहां डायरेक्ट मैं एग्जांपल लेके समझा देता हूँ, वो एक अलग है जो आपको रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो और वो सब मैंने शेयर किए थे, और IITJAM की क्लास एक अलग होती है. लेकिन वहां पे अब वो मान के चलते हैं कि इतना सब बेसिक जानते हैं, लेकिन उसमें इतना वक्त नहीं होता. यहाँ पे चीजों को जब आप क्लियर करोगे ना, तो वो सवाल सब बहुत आसानी से सॉल्व हो जाते हैं. इस वजह से जो बेसिक चीजें हैं उन पे मैं बार बार फोकस कर रहा हूँ, ताकि आपको चीजें क्लियर हो जाए. ये सब डिफरेंस, आई मीन इन केस ऑफ फाइनाइट, हाउ मैक्सिमम, मिनिमम एंड infimum, supremum is coinciding. So whenever any lower bound of a, now I will, how much time I have? ये कभी कभी नेटवर्क की प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. आज मुझे 15 मिनट लग गया कनेक्ट करने में, वो पता नहीं क्या लैपटॉप हैंग कर रहा था, उसकी वजह से मैं कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाया. Anyway,
सर क्लास की टाइमिंग खत्म हो चुकी है.
अच्छा ठीक है. आप लोगों की अगली क्लास है, मैं यहीं पे एंड करता हूँ, और नेक्स्ट क्लास में मैं PDF शेयर कर दूंगा आप लोगों को. ठीक,
जरूर.
हाँ बताएं, कोई डाउट है किसी को? You all can leave this class now and join the next class. ये नियाज मैंने देखा नहीं, आपने क्या लिखा सर? कैन यू प्लीज रिपीट सेकंड पॉइंट? कौन सा सेकंड पॉइंट? आपका मैसेज मैंने अभी देखा, उसको नहीं देखा था.
सर वो लीव हो गया अब.
अच्छा चले ठीक है. PDF शेयर कर दूंगा, आप लोग पढ़ लेंगे और लेक्चर भी नेक्स्ट क्लास में देखेंगे.